guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would share with you some things that have made me happy, healthy, and more productive in the month of September. These are just a few different things that I find that I just really enjoy, and I feel like they're making me be more productive in my work and in like maintaining a clean home. And on top of that, I think it's really important to kind of take note of the really little things in your life that make you happy and bring you joy, because that is when you're going to start seeing a really big shift in your overall happiness, and you'll be concentrating more on the positive things and less on the negative things or the things that you don't have. So let's get started. So the first thing that I kind of changed up quite a bit in September was my to-do list, like my daily to-do list. You know I love my to-do lists. Except this month I kind of didn't really use to-do lists that much. I have a feeling that I've been doing things so regularly and created such a routine for myself that some of the basic things that I used to put on my to-do lists are just coming so naturally to me now. So I found that I didn't really need a to-do list as much. I had a lot to do, but not quite as much as usual, which is nice. And I did spend an entire week at my mom's where I did nothing for a week because I was actually sick as well. So I just spent the whole week recovering. So everything that I needed to do just wasn't requiring such a large to-do list for me. But in saying that, I did change it up and I started using this little notebook, which is just a super plain, minimal notebook that's just lined pages from Muji. Yeah, it's from Muji. I did get it while I was in Japan, but they have Muji here in Australia, so I will definitely be getting another one. And then the other thing that I've made a little bit of a difference as well is my pen. I don't know if the pen is from Muji. I think someone told me that I can get it at Muji, which this afternoon I'm actually going into the city. I should probably check Muji, see if I can find this pen, because the black pen I was using I absolutely loved, but it ran out. So I've actually switched up and started using a blue pen. This is just the only pen that I had. It's called Simply. It's a fine pen. I like fine pens. I don't know where it's from, but I've switched up and started using blue pen, and it's actually quite a nice change for my eyes. I really need to get my eyes tested and like probably start wearing glasses, but I don't know, it's just nice to have a bit of a change and do something different with my to-do list. And it's actually really nice that I don't feel like I have to write as much down anymore, because it's starting to just become very natural to my routine. The second thing that I have used every single day this entire month, which is rather impressive because I don't know that I've ever used an eyeshadow palette every single day for an entire month, but it's this one here, and this is the Designer Brands Paparazzi palette. I will have everything linked as best as I can in the description. This eyeshadow palette is $15, which is insane. I got it in August because I went on a little trip with Designer Brands to Sydney. I'll have that vlog listed in the description. It was so much fun, and you can see some of the other products that they had, but this palette is just divine. I love anything that is super orange and super warm toned, and then there's also purples and sort of pinky tones in here as well. So I've been using it every single day, have it on my eyes today. I've kind of been using the purpley tones for the last couple days, but up until like pretty much the whole of September, I used orange tones because they are my favorite. They go really well with blue eyes. And this palette is amazing. Yes, you will notice that this palette does look a little bit like the Too Faced palettes. That is because the brand Designer Brands recreates palettes and different products from designer and high-end brands. So their palettes right now do look like the Too Faced brands, and I think they're amazing. They also have a really gorgeous highlighting palette that's kind of like the Anastasia highlighting palette. That is gorgeous as well. I'll leave that linked down as well. But I love this palette and I love what it does for my eyes, and I think the product is amazing, and it's only $14. So this has just been one of those things that's just kept me very happy all September. So something that I got back into once I had come back from being overseas in like mid-August was getting back into my weekly juices. We juice every Sunday. I love my Sunday routine. It is my favorite. I feel like I need to film a Sunday routine for you guys because it's my favorite day of the week. But we go to the markets, we go fresh produce shopping. Sometimes we shop for food if we feel like cooking. And then Sundays I get to juice and make food for the week and kind of meal prep, and I love it. And so juicing, I love it. It's a healthy thing that I can do. It's fun, and I really love fresh juice. So it's something we've still been doing, and I'm probably gonna keep doing it. I've been doing it for about 4 months now, and I love it. Next product is a little bit of an odd product, and this saved me while I was sick. So for a week, a couple weeks ago, I was sick. I was not expecting to be sick for a week. Usually when I get the flu or I get a cold, it lasts like 3 days. There's like a day coming into it, a day where I'm sick, and then a day coming out of it. But this time it lasted for a solid week, and it was just like, you know, nasal congestion. And my mom has all of these like different products in her like medicine cabinet, and I stole this from her. Sorry, Mom, but you'll have to get another one. It's so good though. This is the Sudafed Nasal Decongestant Spray. This is the best nasal spray that I have ever used, and I just would not have survived being sick without it. It changed everything. Like, even though I was sick, using this would make me feel like I were normal and I could breathe, and I didn't feel sick anymore. So I was able to keep going on with everything that I needed to do in my life, but I was still sick. I don't know. But it was just a really good one. So if you're sick and you need a nasal decongestant, I wanted to share this with you because this just got me through the week of being really, really sick. So something that was very different for me this September to every other September that I have ever had was that this year I really got into watching the AFL and learning about the AFL football. I'm from New South Wales, so I didn't grow up with AFL. I grew up with NRL. And this year I really got into AFL. It is huge in Melbourne. Everybody has a team. It's such a big sport here. And this year I went to my first game and it was awesome. I went to another couple games after that. And then for the month of September, because it is grand final and finals month, I went to all of the finals and the game before the finals, and we couldn't get tickets to the grand final, but we did end up going out and watching it, and it was awesome. And so for the whole month, I have just been really enjoying my weekends being all about football. I have become a Tigers fan as of this year, which I think is kind of just lucky because we did win the grand final on the weekend, which was absolutely nuts. I'm going to insert photos and videos if you haven't seen my Instagram, my Snapchat, and keeping up with all of that. But it was incredible, and it was so much fun to learn about something new and to get really passionate about something and do something fun in my spare time each weekend and get really involved in something. And it was so much fun, and it was just an awesome bonus that this just happened to be the first season in a very, very long time that the Tigers had won. So I had a lot of fun this year, really getting into it. I can't wait for next season. And yeah, it was just fun to really kind of be a part of something. The finals that we went to were absolutely nuts. The semi-final we were about 10 rows back from the edge of the field. We were right next to like all the Tiger Army, which is the really intense Tigers supporters. The atmosphere was insane. There was about 100,000 people at this like stadium here in Melbourne, and it's called the MCG if you're not from Melbourne. If you're from Australia, you're probably like, we know this. But yeah, it was nuts. And I had a really weird thought when I got to the game. I don't know why I thought of this, but we got there just as it was starting, so everyone was already out in their seats and everyone was screaming. There was like all the stands above us of everyone screaming, and I just had this weird thought like, wow, this is like a Quidditch match, and I have no idea why that is the first thing that popped into my head. But if you've watched the Harry Potter movies and you have everyone screaming and cheering, just felt the same as that. Don't know why that was my thought, but it was. But yeah, it was just so nice to be really passionate and really involved in something like this last month, and kind of that was like a major talking point for the whole of September, and it was so much fun. It was like a hobby, and it was so nice to take that on, and I seriously cannot wait for next season. So as you know, over the last month, I don't know if this was in August or September, I can't quite remember, but I added all of this greenery to my room. I did a bit of a room makeover. I will link that video in the description if you've not seen it. But I'm obsessed with it. I have managed to keep this room really clean. I am loving the greenery. I'm loving how clean it is. It has just made me super motivated. I just have this good space now, and having a good space just makes me feel good. It feels fresh. I recommend greenery. I'm still addicted to it and I love it, and I just love how it makes me feel because I feel like I'm really starting to get on top of things, and I'm really starting to get everything done that I want to get done. A new kind of favorite color of mine is like baby pink, or I've heard people call it the millennial pink. I have a coffee mug that I got for $3 from Kmart, and it's my favorite mug. It is the mug that I always reach for first because I just find it a really comforting kind of color. It makes me happy. I just recently got a two-piece matching like loungewear set in the pink color. I have some new dresses and some new clothes in my wardrobe in this pink color, and I love it, and I really like this pink. I just like pink. I like the very baby pink, but I'm expanding into other kinds of pinks like blush pinks and nude pinks. I'm loving it. So pink is just one of my favorite colors. It just makes me feel good and I really like it. And the last thing that I have been using a lot this month and really loving is this lip gloss by Anika Organic. I went to a lunch while I was with the designer brands team. And it is a gorgeous gloss. It's very shimmery, a little bit metallic-y. It's on my lips right now. I wear it over the top of every color of lipstick and I just find that it suits me. I like it. And then I also can wear it just as a lipstick or a lip gloss on its own. And I love it. I just love how it looks, and I will leave a link to these products in the description. They're all certified organic and vegan and really, really good like mineral-based products. So definitely check that out. And yeah, those are a few things that have been making me just happy in the month of September. Things that I have been loving, things that have made me feel more productive, and things that are just kind of getting me on track and feeling really healthy. So yeah, I love it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I'll leave a link to another one of my videos. I don't know what one, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.